Blazing at 91, it is Wednesday, so it's time for a health healing and Hampton Roads. Now, joining me today is Emily Matisko. She's the program director of Girls on the Run Hampton Roads, and indeed, it is a organization that is based to help girls to promote wellness and health, correct?
That is correct, yes.
Yes, indeed. Welcome to a health healing and Hampton Roads.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm excited to be here.
Let's talk about Girls on the Run Hampton Roads. Tell us about the organization.
Sure. So Girls on the Run is actually a national nonprofit, but I'm just representing the Hampton Roads Council, and we provide 3rd through 8th grade girls with research-based after-school programming that creatively combines social-emotional learning principles with physical activity. So over the course of 10 weeks, we have trained volunteers that are leading teams of girls as they really explore important life skills, things like managing emotions, setting goals, building healthy relationships, making decisions, intentional decisions, and more, all while training for a 5K. So we really incorporate all aspects of health and wellness into our programming for a really just enriching and wholesome experience for our girls.
Let's talk about real quick. You were breaking down a lot of different things that you do to encourage the girls as you're there. Now, I take it from the name that a lot of it is about running, about getting out and becoming fit.
Yes, absolutely. But we also like to say that it is so much more than running because, we like to be inclusive of all fitness levels, recognizing that every girl who comes to our program is not going to be, the track star of her school, which is absolutely okay. We just encourage girls to keep moving forward, whether they're walking, running, jogging, combination of both, skipping, whatever it is, as long as they're up and moving and getting that exercise, fresh air, that's really what we're about.
Okay, got it. Do you address any things that deal with emotions as far as, you have to have a good mindset in order to be able to participate in physical activities?
Absolutely, yes. A big part of our programming, like I said, is encompassing all aspects of health. So not just the physical part, but the mental, the emotional, the spiritual even, And, a big part of our program is processing emotions. So in every single lesson the girls go through, there is a processing section where the volunteers are asking the girls, these kind of follow-up questions to the activities they're doing and asking them to, identify things that they're thinking and feeling and really kind of getting everything that is going on up inside their heads and, getting it kind of out of them. Because, having that conversation is so critical, and really just having the ability to name what you're feeling, name what you're thinking, and being able to express it is such an important life skill. I mean, it's something that I'm continually working on day to day, and, I'm not a 3rd through 8th grade girl, so it is super, super important, and something that, I've coached the program myself, and, I get to learn that skill along with the girls, which is so rewarding and very, very interesting to experience.
Yes, indeed. Now, talking about that, one of the things that have been plaguing, I guess, children for a long, long time has been childhood obesity.
Yes, absolutely. It's, kind of unfortunate that our culture doesn't necessarily normalize just movement, and we tend to view exercise as a punishment, which, coming from an exercise science background myself, it's like, no, exercise is great, but, that's just kind of the stigma almost that we have around it, but that's something that we're really kind of trying to work against with our programming. Again, going back to just that meaningful movement, teaching these girls and our adults, honestly, that exercise can be fun. Like, it doesn't have to be, you're going out and you're killing yourself, during, on a run or, whatever type of exercise you're doing. It can be fun. It can be enjoyable. There can be a social aspect of it, doing it with other people, and, teaching our participants how to incorporate that mindset into their daily lives. So they're staying active, when they leave Girls on the Run practice.
There you go. That is really great. Now, let's talk about COVID-19 and how COVID-19 has come about and affected Girls on the Run.
Yeah, so we were very lucky that we were able to pivot our programming to a virtual space. Our headquarters was really proactive in that sense, so we were able to continue operating throughout the pandemic, operating a little differently than we were used to, of course, but we were still able to provide our programming for girls, which we were so grateful for. And really that emotional piece of our programming, again, the ability to name emotions, process what you're feeling and thinking, we really found that has been an even more critical component of our programming, because for young kids especially, they're going through, all these changes and traumas really that the pandemic has brought up. And a lot of kids don't necessarily have the skills or the language to process that and to deal with that. And that can cause, as we've kind of seen, just a lot of mental health issues. I mean, that's kind of the other pandemic that we're dealing with, childhood and adult mental health issues. So we were really grateful, again, that we were able to continue offering that space to girls where they could feel safe, where they could feel included, where they could have that connection with other people, even if it was over Zoom. But we're really excited, especially this upcoming season, that we'll be able to offer more in-person programming and give girls and adults that space to have that connection with other people, because I know we have been very starved for that over the past few months.
Right, exactly. Now, talking about that, I know one of your major programs was the camps that you were offering to girls. Is that coming back now that things are starting to come back to normal?
Yeah, so we did offer a summer camp program at St. Patrick Catholic School. It was the last week of June, so we were super thrilled to be able to bring back our Camp Goater program after not being able to do it last summer. So we're just hoping that, as the years go on, because we only offer our camps over the summer, but we're just hoping to continue rebuilding and to continue offering more programming for girls over the summer. Because although we love offering our after-school programming during the school year, we want to keep these girls engaged all year long.
And that is very, very important, Emily. Real quick. I just want to talk about this aspect too, because we're talking about the girls, but you need volunteers as well to come aboard and to help you with the program. Let's talk about what things can a person do to volunteer.
Yeah, so the biggest volunteer need we have right now is to help facilitate our after-school program. So that program won't start until the end of September, but we are willing and ready to accept volunteer applications. We call them coach applications. We call our volunteers coaches. But again, you don't have to be a runner to be involved. Again, we want to be inclusive of all fitness levels. And whether you're a teacher, a school administrator, parent, community member, sibling, whoever, we just really want to engage the community as much as possible and allow adults the opportunity to serve as positive role models for these girls. So we are accepting volunteer applications at this time, and we provide our volunteers all the training, all the materials that are necessary to facilitate the program. So we try to make it as easy and streamlined as possible to make it a great experience for our volunteers.
Yes, indeed. And anything that you would like to leave with our audience as we wind down in time?
Yeah, I mean, again, just feel free to visit our website. It's GOTRH.org. You can find more information about volunteering, about our programming, and just any other information about our organization. Whether you want to get involved or donate or anything like that, and just keep moving. That's what we tell our girls: keep moving forward, getting outside, having positive connections with other people, as we, kind of move into a recovery period from this pandemic, having those self-care practices, whether it is exercise or talking to a friend or meditating or yoga or whatever it is, just nourishing all aspects of health is so critical. And, you don't have to be a girl on the run to be able to do that. So just take care of yourself.
I am glad you said that. You don't have to be a girl on the run to participate. Anybody can participate with that.
Absolutely, yes.
Emily, thank you so much for coming on Health Healing and Hampton Roads. For that website, one more time, give it to us so that way we can visit the website.
Sure. It is GOTRHR.org.
Okay, there you go. That is for more information on Girls on the Run, Hampton Roads. Emily, thanks so much for taking your Wednesday and coming over at Blazing Hot 91 and being able to talk about Girls on the Run.
Hey, happy to do it. Thank you for having me.
It's Health Healing and Hampton Roads on Blazing Hot 91.